Hello everybody, it's me. Today we're in Skyrim, one of the best games of all time, all because of the amazing modding community that made it so. But anyway, today's not about Skyrim, it's about pottery. So I'm going to be doing some pottery stuff for you today. Yesterday, we got our asses kicked by the clay. I'm just using this white stoneware and it just doesn't have the grog in it, so I'm struggling to get the height that I normally get, and so I'm gonna try to resolve that today. I know I'm not gonna get it like perfect like how I want it, but we're just gonna keep taking small steps forward. Maybe we'll discover a new way to sort of deal with it and address it. I think step one is I'm just gonna be a little bit slower than what I normally am on the wheel here, so that's what I'm looking forward to. My camera actually looks like it's about to fall, so I just want to look at that real quick and make sure it doesn't break. Sorry, I got distracted, but I'll see you guys over there in a second. Peace. Why is this? Oh, chill. Okay, it is. Just seems like it's loose to me. It's not, but it just seems like that. Okie dokie, that's fine. Okay, well anyway, we're gonna be over here. We're gonna make sure we have our set. There we go. Alrighty. We're gonna put our head cam on. You guys can look at me for a second. Hey guys. Okay. Pull my hair out. Great. Feels terrible. Cam on. Sweet. And I'm gonna turn this camera off just to preserve battery. And now we're cooking. We'll get the big camera on here. And I just want to make sure I have my... Man, this thing is so annoying. Look at all this tangly it is. Like... Oh my god, come on, dude. This is... driving me a little bit nuts. We don't want it to bend, but we also don't want to freaking spend 8 hours untangling it. Okay. How much water do we have? Dang it, guys. I don't have that much water. Okay, hold on. We're gonna swap to... Okay, come on. We're gonna swap to main cam for a second. This is coming off. You guys can look at... What can you guys look at while I'm getting this stuff done? You guys can look at this weird object I made. Okay, you guys go. Well, you guys can't even see the top of that. Let me spin. There you guys go. Alright, I'll be back in a second, guys. Look at this. Alright. Need the water. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. The sink just wouldn't turn off. It's so weird. is that? Here we are. Headset on. I'm still a little bright on the camera here. Don't you guys think it's a little bit bright? I think it is. Let's see if we can resolve this. Here, let's get on the head cam so you guys can see in live time. How do I edit this stuff? ISO. That darken it a little bit, guys? Oh, that feels great. Look at that. Wow. The color range there is beautiful. Okay. We're going to try this. I think this looks good, guys. Sorry there's a lot of putzing around. It's already 6 minutes in and we haven't even started messing with the clay. Okay. Well, here we are. Opening this up here. Sometimes you just need to take some time to make sure the quality's good. And you know what? I've been thinking I have to get the right LUT or do some editing magic, but I can just do that stuff with the camera. So that's kind of nice. You can see here I'm just opening this stuff up across this top. Maybe like here. Pick that up. Wedge. Oh, look how much of a slant that is. Okay. I'll take one of the tall sides. I feel like I'm kind of being too particular with this clay. I'm taking the larger stuff because I really just want to see how much height I can squeeze out of it. I don't want to have another day of just small pots. I don't know. Yesterday kind of felt like an epic failure, for me at least. But gotta keep an open mind. I had my class today, and you know how I was talking about having the kids class and then doing a making a chess set. So I teach a lot of kids classes, and so I asked the kids today if they wanted to do a chess set. And so they were like really ecstatic about it, and so they were making stuff for it as well. And I was just laughing. They were making Spooderman. If you guys know Spooderman, it's like the silly Spider-Man. It's like this Spider-Man that looks like it was like hit with a sledgehammer a couple times, right? And so they have this like funny Spider-Man. And it's kind of like their cult in the class. They just love this Spooderman. Jesus. Okay, there we go. They love this Spooderman, and so they were like making all sorts of Spooderman. Like they made King Spooderman for the king in the on the chessboard, you know. So it ended up looking pretty cool. But just a really good class. They were saying a lot of inappropriate stuff, so I was like, oh no. You gotta kind of reel them in. There's some that's like, it's harmless, but then there's some where it's like, you can kind of feel like one of the kids like wants to get a rise out of the other ones. And so you kind of have to use your best judgment on that stuff, right? Because you don't know like what their families allow for at home, so you kind of just need to, I mean, in my mind, I have an idea of what an acceptable conversation is for kids. And so I just use that for my best judgment. And I think I did a good job. But they're a really good group of kids, though. Overall, they're really creative. They like to have fun. They're always energetic about making things. So that's kind of the fun part. I think towards the end of class, they get a little bit antsy and want to leave. So, like, They don't do a good job cleaning up sometimes, but I think for the most part they did okay. Here I'm opening up the clay, and this is where things usually go awry for me, right? It was today I was teaching people too, like going wider helps you out in the long run here. So I'm going wider on that base, having some of that water. I guess I should turn this down. This might be a little bit loud. Sound like there's somebody above me, which would be kind of weird. There we go. We're opening up this clay on the bottom here, going all the way down to the base. Push this down. Have some clay in my face there. This is not bad right here, guys. Here we go, and down one more. Again, down to the bottom. Take that all the way to the top. Oh, guys, we're cooking today. Oh, we're cooking. We are cooking indeed. Yeah. There we go. Take some of the water out of that center at the bottom here. And I'm just trying to make sure I'm taking out just enough water so then we can get that out of the center there. There we go. Now we're going to take this up and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 5, but we had to be a little bit calmer on that last one there because it was wide. Make that wide, and it's going to collapse there. There we go. This one's pretty cool. I think there's a nice looseness to the top here. Almost feels like a bean bag. Man, one day... Jeez. That's so annoying. I'll never like that, the way that this auto changes the angle of the camera. You'd think, why would they want it to twist anyway? Can you imagine somebody riding a bike? They would seriously be so annoyed if it was always turning like that. But here we are, opening up this bottom edge here. There we go, guys. Nice. Dun. So here I am, opening up this clay here. Nice. And we're gonna, on this one, we're gonna do just curls right in front of the spots here. Each of the roots, or whatever you want to call these, the facets here, we're just curling it up there just so we're keeping it a little bit looser on the bottom. Sticking our sponge up underneath there. Nice. Look at this. First pot, guys. Already 10 times better than the other ones. All right. There's number one. Hopefully that doesn't dissolve before I can do something with it. All right. So I'm feeling pretty good now. I think we're at a good moment right now with the clay kind of listening to us and doing what we want. And so here we are. Alrighty. Pushing this in. Ready. Man, I'm really excited about the color that I'm getting right now. Like what I'm seeing on the screen right now looks pretty great as far as color goes. Okay. Right there. Right up underneath. Take that. Pull that up. Push it down. Curl a hand up underneath. Pull that up. Push it down. And we're not going to go all the way down. We're going to leave just enough to pull this up one more time. And go to the bottom. Do one more. Great. Chill out. Chill. Come back here, buddy. You can have a lot of fun with the spiral. Hammer comes down on the top. A little bit off. Add some more water. Like glass, baby. Like glass. Open this up on the bottom. Captain Hook. Right on that edge. Scratching against that chalkboard on the bottom. Feeling good, feeling nice. Smooth that out a little bit. Smooth that out a little bit. Get a nice little spiral on the inside here. Hand coming in on the inside there. Slowly slowing our wheel down. Taking this up nice and gradual. Where's the sponge at? Right on the inside. Push that down. Hooking this right up underneath here. Nice. Nice little volcano here. Collar this in a little bit. It's getting thin on that edge. Get some more water on the base here. Take that edge inward. Push it towards those interior fingers. Really take that clay up. Alright. Feeling pretty good there. Really listening and responding to that clay. I can feel like a slight wobble, so I want to be a little bit cautious of it. And I also want to leave enough clay on the bottom for me to do something with. But hook that out. Oh man, these poles are feeling good today, guys. Yesterday was a struggle bus. Today we ain't messing around. Sorry, Clay. Sorry. You ain't gonna get me. Okay. Get this water up underneath there. Whoop. Kind of kicked that out on accident. That's okay. Just smooth that back in there. Quick little pull. Get that. Okay. There we go. Make sure we're pushing this down right here. Nice. Alright. Down at the bottom, getting ready to do our pulls. Here we go. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice one. Oh, look at that. It's already wanting to sit. Okay, well, we're going to poke it up here. And that's all we're doing is we're just trying to set a line because on one of these sides it's a little bit lower than the other. And you know what? We're going to do a spiral interior pull up here, right? And so that's all about setting your fingers in the right spot here. And now we're just taking that up Look at that, that's kind of weird. And whatever you do, this feels like there's a spot here that I can open up with something. And so we're just gonna try to collar that in to create some weird funky double bumps here. Taking this edge here, and we're just making sure we weaken that so it will collapse there, right? And then making sure we just kind of fix that top a little bit. Kind of some funky things happening here, right? Having some fun with this one. This one's squatty though, so we're not kind of a fan of this one. This one's a little bit too squatty. I shouldn't have done that double bump on the top there. It's kind of an interesting form though, but it's, like I said, we didn't want squatty, and look, we got squatty. So here I am. I'm taking this up. We have a lot of clay on this bottom edge here. So, you know, the saving grace for this pot is probably going to be the tendrils that I'm going to curl up on the side. So here we are. We're going to start pulling this, thin that out. Just using our pinky, cutting through that clay, getting some of that nice. What do we got there? Are we almost getting some bubbles? What is that? Feeling that clay. It's knocking into my knuckles, so I gotta be a little bit careful. And we're getting thin on that base, so you also want to be a little bit careful there that it doesn't buckle. Okay, great. Where's our wire tool at? Hello, wire. Hello. Where you at, bro? Oh, here it is. So here's our wire tool. Alright, and we are going to cut long tendrils. Okay, there's one. There's two. And maybe we just do three. Really long tendrils. Okay, there's four. Or not four, there's three. But look at this. You're gonna curl this all the way up the side of this pot, hanging out up on top of that, the spiral here, right? And so if it's short, well, short enough for these tendrils to reach the top, right? And so you can really get some cool looking forms happening because you start activating a lot of the negative space that's in between this area here, like between these two spots. You start activating that space with these tendrils when you fill that in by connecting these two, right? And then we're just making sure we get this nice and kind of curled up here. That seems kind of nice. Wow, does that look wacky? Take off these little extra clay here. Wow, what a save for this pot, dude. Actually looks freaking dope. Okay, we're curling these in, curling that in, curling these in, curling it in, curl that in, curl it in. Oh, come on. Get back up there, buddy. You're not done yet. You thought you were done? No way, son. You still got some pots that you gotta make there. Look at how this looks. This looks crazy right now. Okay. I think that's good. I think that's enough tendril happening here. Is that a good word for these? The tendrils? Like these little spots? Man, this pot is freaking crazy. Look at that. This one's alien-like, dude. Alright. I wasn't liking that it was short and squatty, but this one ended up being a victory. Alrighty. I just don't like how when I tilt my head, it changes that camera angle. If anybody can find a solution for me on that, I would be forever grateful. Because, I don't know, I feel like that's kind of like a quick thing I can, you know, fix. I thought too, guys, right, like, what if I have a moment, right, where I have, that you can have different scenes? Well, part of me is thinking, what if I make this TV show? I mean, it's like 30 minutes, right? So what if after each pot I stood up and I sat over and I had little mini me, like, chilling out here talking about the pot on the wheel, right? I think I could have a cool moment with this, right? And I could do, like, have a friend of mine, like, work out some of the kinks, uh, and, like, animate, like, an intro and some transitional slides. So, I don't know. I want to see if I can get that working here pretty soon. But, here, I think we can do. Okay, chill out. Alright, we need to go down first. I think we're doing too much at a time, so push this down, and then we can take that up. So, you're not done yet, buddy. You're not done. Okay. I'm having too much fun with that clay. It's actually fun when you can get used to how to move that clay there. I could see somebody that's all they do, their whole entire art practice is just manipulating the clay on the wheel. I guess that is my my art practice. But you know what I mean, just like coning it up and down. Like the coning of things it's pretty cool looking. Alright, so we got our base open. We got our spiral compressed on that bottom there. There we go. Take that clay and slowly start feeding this in. Okay, so there's one. Water on the inside. First pull, okay. Coloring some of that up. We're going to keep some thickness on the top here. Okay, second pull. Okay. Start pushing that clay down that we're not going to use. Keep that clay thick on the top. I think it's pretty thin here now. Yeah, I don't think I can do too much more. I think we just go right into the pole here. Let's see. So we're gonna just go straight this time. So. Okay. Okay, so we kind of got this buckled in now. Great. And we got a lot of thickness on this top, so let's see what we can do with this. Okay, well, it's looking like not a whole lot actually. Yeah. Dang! 2 squatty pots! Oh my god. The other one's okay. This one, there's no exceptions. This one gets a bad grade. I guess we're going to be doing that same exact thing with this one though. Dang, I really left way too much clay on this. I mean, look how much clay that is. There's so much clay on the bottom here. Oh well. I just... I should have been using this clay for other things. Because I have like 6 boxes I have to get through of this. Just, there's no structure. I feel like when I'm doing this, I feel like I can't... It feels like a clay that I have to be patient with, and I hate that. I don't want to be patient. I want immediacy. Oh, no. Okay. Well, we're going to be cutting this too. So nice long tendrils again. So cut. Cut. Hey, come on, get up here. I don't think that one's really working too well here. And the other one was okay, but this one sucks. We'll have it just holding itself up. How's that looking? How do we get this? Just wrapping that around that top there, right? I feel like this one's like, it's almost like it's pulling itself open. You know, these really aren't that bad. There's something about the height that I've been getting on the other ones that I'm just like addicted to. I think it's hard for me to go back to these, I don't know, like really small. You know, like this is about the size of how I would throw a cup, you know, like I throw cups taller than this thing. This thing is so squatty. It's kind of like dog shit. Alright. Enough raging. I gotta be... I gotta be a little bit more chill. I feel like I'm getting too pouty. Like a baby. Alright. So there's the pots though, guys. I think this one's kind of my favorite, is this one here. Look at that. So cool. Alright. I have this one in the back with our handy dandy cup of destiny and doom. Destiny, doom, and gloom. Open this up here. The tall ones in the back. Look at that. Got that. Okay. Alright guys, I'll see you over there in a second. Alright, this comes off. Clay's opened off like that. I just got clay all over it. Not good. We're gonna get that works just like that. This is kind of a cool image. here. Oh. There we go. Oh. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. All the best. Strong mentality. I really appreciate all the comments, guys. We went from 500 subscribers to 600 subscribers in like 3 days. So you guys are so awesome. I hope you guys are keep enjoying the content. I'm really busy these days, so I hate making excuses on stuff, but I do have a lot of things planned for the channel and a lot of things planned for the content that's going to be coming out. I want to be doing a lot of new things and start structuring this more like a TV show. We'll see how it goes. But thank you guys so much again. All the best. Strong mentality. Peace. What is that? A missile? No. What's that? A dragon.